So what's up? Welcome to the channel, everybody. It's High Conscience. Peace and blessings. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more great content. Just like this one, we're going to discuss, you guys, why you may feel like your life is not changing, why you may feel like you're not growing, and things have just been staying the same for you and just been staying stagnant. You actually may be feeling like unhappy in this stage and just not really quite sure where to go or really what's going on. And I think a lot of us can relate to this feeling. A lot of us can relate to this, part of this life that we go through. I think it's just a phase that comes and goes. I don't think it's at a certain age necessarily, if, you know what I mean? It just doesn't matter who you are or where you live, where you're from. We've all felt different type of ways. So anyways, 3 tips that I want to share with you guys on I think that can help you get out of this phase of feeling like why you're struggling to make some progression in your life, on just why you feel like things aren't changing for the better necessarily, because the truth is there's always things changing. It's just, are you progressing or are you, declining in life? It's all about growth, because if we don't strive for growth, we're going to be stagnant, and then that's just going to revert to us declining in life. So first tip that I want to touch on is your old habits, you guys. So number one, if things aren't changing, you got to look at what you still are doing. So if you're still doing the same things, you might have to change what you're doing, most likely. So those old habits that I don't know what they may be for you, and I don't really want to point the finger at what it may be, but you know what they are. Look at your life and look at where you spend your time and where you spend your money and your effort and your energy, and what are you getting from it? Do you feel fulfilled? If you're watching this video, maybe you aren't quite fulfilled yet in life, and I felt like that, and that's what led me to make this video, to hopefully help and share with anybody out there that feels the same way. So you have to change your habits, you guys. You got to get rid of your old habits. If they're not been fulfilling, which they obviously haven't been, because you're not where you want to be yet, if that's correct. So look at your life, cut out the things that you can change, and replace them with good habits. And that's the key to building a new habit as well, is you have to replace it and focus more on the new habit of doing it. I know the goal can be nice and shiny and look very attractive, but it can also sometimes be so big and so far away that we actually don't put the efforts in like we think we would be. So focus more on building good habits and replacing your old ones, you guys. So moving on to the second tip that I have to help feeling like your life isn't changing is changing your mental image of yourself. You may have a poor image of yourself and you may not feel that confident in your abilities. Whatever it is, if it's your job, it's your hustle, if it's your business, your craft necessarily, if you're in school, if you're a student or anything like that, if you lack that confidence in what you're doing, you have to change that right now. If you can't change what you're doing, change how you're doing it and change how you're looking at it, because what you get is what you get. So if you're just going through the motions, you're going to get going through the motion what is that word? How do you say it? Mediocre results. So don't just go through the motions. Actually have a good mental image of yourself, because then you're going to actually perform things well, because you're going to want to live up to a certain standard. You want people to know you from your ethic. You want people to know you from your work ethic. When people think about you or talk about you, like, yeah, Joe, man, I know him. He gets down when he's at work. Like, he doesn't play around. Or, yeah, Jessica, yeah, she's about her business. Like, she don't play around either. You want to have that good rep. So always have that good mental image of yourself. And that's going to lead to my third point. And the third point is the reason your life may be not changing is because you are lacking the effort. And like at number 2, you may be lacking the effort because you don't have that confidence, that mental image, healthy image of yourself. And if you haven't seen my last video on the 4 reasons why you need to have a healthy mental image of yourself, be sure to check that video out, you guys. A lot of good tips in that video that I think would help you. Mental health is very, very important right now, especially in the times that have been changing and evolving in this world. So definitely just remember on those key points. I'll really go through them real quick for you guys. Number 1, you got to get rid of your old habits, and you got to replace them with new positive habits that are fulfilling and that are going to get you towards your goal ultimately, because goals are useless if you don't build the correct habits to get you to those goals. Number 2, you have to change that poor mental image of yourself to a healthy mental image of yourself, so you put through the effort in whatever it is that you're doing. And number 3, have the effort. Do not lack the effort, because things will not change if you don't have the effort, you guys. So those are the 3 tips. I hope they helped you. Subscribe to the channel for more, you guys. I wish you guys peace and blessings. This High Conscious signing out.